Welcome to day 3 of ConExpo. The momentum has been building all week long with the latest product innovations and announcements from the industry's leading manufacturers. Make sure you stay with us all week as we bring you the news from Las Vegas. To start things off today, we are joined by Erin Fenton of Caterpillar, who is going to talk a little bit about workforce development, which was on full display yesterday in the festival lot. So Erin, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So can you tell me a little bit more about this challenge and how it came to be?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Global Dealer Technician Challenge is a long time coming. The purpose is to recognize our heroes of the trade, the Cat Dealer Technicians, and draw attention to the overall need across the industry for technicians, operators, anyone in the skilled trades. And so we have built this program to help not only reward and recognize those technicians that are already doing the job, but show the future technicians at cat dealers that there's opportunity for a really cool, fun job. It's not just dark and dirty and dangerous. It's exciting. You're using your laptop just as much as you're using tools, and we're really looking for that next generation to change the game.
Yeah, it's been 3 years in the making. A lot of hard work, revision, late nights, early mornings, little sacrifices, but it's worth it, 100%.
And I think that's so important because, like you said, the equipment is evolving, and how the equipment is serviced is evolving. So what are you doing in this challenge to highlight that?
Yeah, so we focused on obviously the traditional repairs and maintenance of machines, but we're really pulling in technology. We're pulling in all of the Caterpillar digital tools and connected assets that are unique to being a cat dealer technician that truly help service the machine without necessarily putting a wrench to it right away. Yeah. So that's been a really big focal point across the competition to make sure that those technicians are up to date on the newest technologies.
Absolutely. And labor continues to be the news story. Everybody is struggling to find people to do the work. And how do you think a competition like that really elevates these careers and makes them more visible?
Yeah, it absolutely shows that these guys are out there doing one of the coolest jobs in the world. I couldn't do it. I mean, they're really talented. They're great across the industry. They're great with their hands. They're great at those tasks, but they're also great with thinking, strategically figuring out not only what could be wrong with the machine and how to fix it, but eliminating other things that they know aren't the issue. Like I said, utilizing those various resources that Caterpillar has for them. And they're showing that this is a cutting edge job that is something that anyone can be developed to perform in.
And something I've always appreciated about Caterpillar, and you guys are so invested in it, is really making sure that you're putting in the work so your customers know that uptime is achievable.
Absolutely.
And through this competition, how is that translating?
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking at all of the different skills involved in these technicians, primarily the speed and the accuracy that help keep customers' machines running. We're assessing them on that. We're assessing them on utilizing various resources to help them fix machines more quickly, anticipate things that could happen in the future and correct those now, help educate our customers on the preventative maintenance that we can do to never even have any downtime on their machines. So we are continuing to help our dealers support that.
So Erin, Caterpillar recently announced a $25 million innovation challenge for workforce development, and what are you hoping comes out of that challenge to help with the struggles we're all seeing?
Yeah, I think Caterpillar really is trying to support our future and the future of our dealers. I think that money is going to go a long way in helping. And as far as the program I'm supporting with the Global Dealer Technician Challenge, I think that just is going to help us draw more attention to what we're doing, draw more resources in, and help elevate this position into the spotlight, which should have happened long ago, but we're ready now.
Well, Erin, thank you so much for being here. If you want to learn more about this initiative and everything else Caterpillar, you can visit them in the festival lot this week, or where else can they go to learn more after the show?
Yeah, you can learn more at cat.com/dealertech. Learn more about the Global Dealer Technician Challenge and all of the other great offerings we have for our current and future cat dealer technicians.
Now we turn our attention to fleet management. And every fleet manager knows that owning the equipment is only half the battle. Knowing where your equipment is, how it's operating, and how it's performing in the field is to crack the code on fleet financials. And joining us today to talk about that is Rich King, representing the Association of Equipment Management Professionals. Rich, thank you for being here.
Thanks, Jess. I think AEMP for many years has done a great job educating equipment managers and having equipment managers get a seat at the table and be business persons and be respected within their companies. So I think when you have that strong fleet person along with somebody strong on the operational and accounting side working together, you get fantastic results, and A&P has been a huge part of that.
Now, Rich, you led educational sessions on KPIs that every executive needs to know. Can you sum those up for us?
We're going to be talking about financial KPIs as well as operational, and then we'll also be looking at some other KPIs as well. But I think one of the most important KPIs of all is utilization. Utilization is really the epicenter of everything we do as contractors. When the equipment is running, we have an opportunity to make money. I haven't worked in the field, but I think relationships is really where that comes into play. So having strong relationships, whether you're on the operational side, the equipment fleet maintenance side, or in the office, in accounting, in some other role there. Collaborating, having open communication and dialogue, respecting each other's point of views. Together, we're going to get better equipment results, and you'll see that in the KPIs.
Now, can you tell us about the latest heavy equipment comparator results?
Well, we're really excited about this year's comparator results. I think what you'll find is that the top performers continue to have higher utilization. They're investing more in their equipment, getting better returns, and their processes are really strong. Whether it's preventative maintenance, their scheduling compliance, their results are better than our median group. And telematics, we've seen a huge increase in the number of firms that are using telematics data. So that really helps with things like utilization and idle time. I think beyond that, though, with the comparator, you do need other systems like your accounting system or your CMMS.
With so much data and noise from telematics, what are the 3 or 4 things that really should be driving decision making?
We're all looking for that sweet spot as far as what's the right spot to replace the equipment. We're investing in that new piece is going to get a greater return than continuing to put money into older equipment. So the comparator will help you determine to see where your repairs are increasing and where it might be the time to replace that equipment.
Thank you so much for that, Rich. It is clear that technology is a big focus at the show this year. And now I have with me Chris Weiss from Link-Belt, who they have 2 brand new machines out in the festival lot and a whole area dedicated to technology. So Chris, thank you for being here.
Thank you very much for having me.
So tell me what this show means to Link-Belt and why it's so important for you as a company.
Wow, we could probably spend the whole morning going over why it's important for us. But if I were to sum it up for Link-Belt, this show is for our dealers. You know, of course you have to be here. It's an industry statement to be a part of ConExpo. It's huge, it's important for us. But without our dealers, we really exist to do nothing. So having us here with all of our new equipment to support them, getting to meet their customers, strengthening relationships because we're a relationship-based company, that would probably be the top of the list. I mean, if we can support our dealers, that makes them successful and it makes us successful.
Now, Link-Belt brings over 150 years of industry experience to the market. So what does that really mean in terms of the innovation that you're bringing to your products today?
Yeah, well, we're 152 years old. We started the Link-Belt brand started in 1874. Innovation, actually, I carry with me in our booth every time I come to ConExpo. This is an actual Link-Belt chain from 1874. And so this is what started everything for our company.
Wow.
And so if you think about this being such a very, very simple design, but it led to 150 years of innovation, that's kind of how we look at products today and what we look at. We keep things simple. There's no need to overcomplicate things. We listen to our customers because if we can't make the machine that they need, then what are we here for?
Thank you for sharing that. That is amazing. So this week, what new technologies are you most excited about showing the customers today?
Yeah, so grade control solutions are huge, and you're seeing it across all equipment, and it's no different for excavators. So we have our precision grade offering, which is our 2D and 3D grade control and machine guidance systems. We have a brand new partner that we're introducing at the show this year. So we've always partnered with Trimble, but now we have TopCon as another partner for us, so that we're really excited about that new technology. Our X4S machines, which is our newest series of excavators, they have a lot of baked in features that are brand new, that are advanced features that we're really excited about. It's things that operators have asked for over the years, and now that people are a little more able to adopt new technologies, we're excited to have them on our machines. So we've got things like height and depth alarms, so operators can work within a very safe range, and the machine will limit their actual work. We have payload systems, so you can know how much you're actually moving. We've got something that's called dynamic stability assist. What that really means is it makes a bad operator operate pretty good. So it senses the machine movement and limits movement so it doesn't do anything unsafe.
And making,
a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, that's amazing. And making that technology approachable for your customers really leads into your philosophy of here by hard work.
Yeah.
And what does that mean for your customers to have those innovations and have those partnerships to make them better at their jobs?
Yeah, here by hard work, that really does tie into our legacy. A company or brand, it doesn't matter if it's in this industry or others, to be around 150 years, you don't just do that by accident. We like to say that legacy isn't built overnight. So when we say that we are here by hard work, that really means that we put in all the effort we can. We're a really small company in a very big playing field. And so I feel like we have to go the extra mile every single day. And so we do the same thing with our equipment. Again, we try to keep it as simple as possible, because if you make it too complicated or too expensive, you're pricing yourself out of the market, and our operators aren't asking for that. So we try to keep them in mind, but also kind of lead them down the path of innovation, because there are new features that they don't even know they need yet. And so we try to keep that in mind every time we engineer and design something new.
Absolutely, and I love to hear how manufacturers are working with their customers to make the machines that they really need, the technology that will help them. So how did you incorporate that into the X4S excavator series?
Yeah, so we introduced the X4 series, which was the predecessor, in 2014. And that was a great run of a machine. It was a flagship model for us. They did great. But starting in about 2016, we already started going back to our customers, meeting with their end users, and started doing what we call voice of customer. And that's asking them everything like, what do you like about the machine? What do you not like about the machine? That's not one of our machines. Why do you have that one? What's so special about that? And so we have our engineering team and our product group. They do trips. I think it's every 6 weeks they were out in the field talking to different, we have dealers all through the US and Canada, so every pocket of North America is different. And so we collect all that data. We go back to our engineering group. We're owned by Sumitomo out of Japan, so we work hand in hand with them, because the North American market is quite different than the Japanese market. And we just start making changes. And we test machines, we do prototypes, and we make sure that it's what the customers are wanting.
I love that, and I love to hear how it's built by contractors. And if they want to see more of these machines this week, they can visit you guys in the festival lot, right?
Yeah, we've got two brand new models that we've introduced at the show we're really excited about. We have an 80 MSR, which is a smaller minimum swing machine, and we've got a larger 245 X4S, which is brand new. Both of those machines, this is the first time they've ever been unveiled to the public, so we're pretty excited about it.
The festival lot is a great place to get on the equipment, see it, touch it, feel it, and talk to the experts who can make your jobs easier. So Chris, thank you so much for being here.
I'm very glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
If you've been walking the ConExpo show floor this week, you have seen those bright green and orange vests from Case and Gorman-Rupp, and there's a good reason for that. If you're spotted wearing them, you could be given $100, and yes, it does happen right on the show floor.
We got some green to give away. Let's go see who we can find. Excuse me, where did you get this vest?
At Case, the Case stand.
Oh, where's Case? Oh, they're like pretty far away?
Yeah, pretty far out.
So why are you wearing it?
Because they said if they see me around, they give you $100.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool. Speaking of it. Oh, Bill, I'm sorry. You're here too, look. Okay, so congratulations.
Thank you.
You've won $100, but guess what? Bill already won $100 yesterday, so he's living proof.
I won it today.
It happens. Oh, today, yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Really? Where'd you get that vest?
Case?
Case? Case isn't in here.
Nope, in the other building.
Oh, well, why are you wearing it?
They gave it to me.
They gave it to you? Is it good quality? That's the only reason?
They said he wouldn't want it before.
They did? What's your name? Why aren't you wearing it, Riley?
Because it's in my bag. He got one.
Well, he's gonna win the 100 then.
That's what I'm talking about.
But can you turn over here, please? He's gonna win the 100 for wearing the vest. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hi, excuse me. Where did you get this vest?
Gorman Rupp.
Okay.
They give out the vest, and if you're wearing them, you give somebody comes around, they spot you, they'll give you $100
Oh, that's why you're wearing it.
Yeah.
For $100?
if they find me. But,
What if I found you?
oh, perfect. Be wonderful.
It's a crispy one.
Yeah.
Hold it up, Chuck. You're on video here. Congratulations, big winner.
You don't know how big this is.
Really?
Look where I'm from.
Oh,
This is
good.
like $140.
Yes, good. Okay, you're welcome. You're the best.
Appreciate
Enjoy.
it. Thank you.
Yeah.
$7,000 will be given away before the show closes on Saturday, so there's still time to head to the Case and Gorman Rupp booth and grab your vest and be seen to win. And that's a wrap on another day from ConExpo. We will see you tomorrow for even more news.